Hi folks, I've got another unboxing for you today. So you may recall, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I did an unboxing of this little live pet's Cuddles dream kitten, and I gave it a really good clean up in a following video. So today I've got another little live pet's dream kitten, but this one is the grey version. The grey and the orange tend to be a lot cheaper secondhand on eBay than the white, and I don't think they are as attractive, which is probably why they're cheaper. Now this only cost me £8.98, so it was super cheap. And I've got this for a project. I want to give it a new coat with a bit of a different design. They do seem to have put it in rather a small box though. It looks like it'd be a bit squashed, don't you think, Paul? When you look at it next to the white cat. But right now, folks, without further ado, I'm going to get this box open and see what this kitten looks like. So he's the kitten. So Paul, first impressions.
It looks a lot smaller and it looks like it's a different shape. Is that just because the fur's been flattened?
I think it's just because the fur is short on this one. Whereas the white cat's long haired. It actually makes the white cat look a lot bigger.
Does it feel like it needs a bit of a clean?
It feels like it's really quite worn. But that doesn't matter because I'm giving it a new coat.
Of course, yeah.
Don't know if there's any batteries in. If there is, they're not working. So first thing to do is to get some fresh batteries in and see if this is working okay. It was sold as fully working. So we've got batteries in, folks, and the kitten makes noises and moves its head and closes its eyes, but unfortunately the tail appears to be broken. Doesn't feel like there's anything there. It feels
like it's snapped.
But we are going to take the coat off this one so we can investigate that further, can't we, Paul?
It's probably just, it feels like, why is that snapped at the bottom? So I would think it's still, the mechanism still works, but it's just...
Right. So you would think it is possible to...
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Fix it. So there's the kittens side by side. This grey kitten's actually got slightly different coloured eyes. The white kitten's got blue eyes, and the grey cat's got sort of green coloured eyes. Quite nice colour, the eyes. It's nice that they're a different colour. What do you think of the grey kitten next to the white kitten, Paul?
I think it looks like it's very scruffy. But he's for a project, isn't it?
Oh, yes. And of course we want to try and fix the tail now because the tail's not moving. So I've got the kitten side by side here. Straighten the back of the white kitten. Tail moves like that. And I turn straight the back of the grey kitten. There's no movement at all. So I've taken away the fur, and you can see underneath this is the mechanism for the tail, and it's got a sort of plastic tube that's snapped So that's why the tail's not moving. That's what it looks like when you take it out the tail.
It's solid, isn't it? It's like strimmer line, thick strimmer line.
Thick though. So how would you glue that back on, Paul? Or would you use some other?
I think it would be best to use a fresh piece.
So you think that it's possible to get into that, to put a fresh piece inside?
Yes, I would think so. It must come apart. There's 3 screws on the top to get a new piece of nylon line in there.
You know, you could also just make it smaller and use the same piece.
Yeah, that's right. It's, as you say, probably taking this apart and just putting this down here, and yeah, so the tail's just maybe about an inch shorter. But we could find some fresh strimmer line.
The thing about strimmer line is, though, Paul, it wouldn't have that ball on the end that goes in the end of the tail.
It's all right. We could fashion something. We could glue a ball on.
You can see it moving quite clearly.
So it's just a piece of thick nylon line, isn't it?
So you can see just underneath the fur on the back the touch sensor, which is a piece of copper tape. And then underneath this foam on the back, you've got holes in the plastic. So obviously that's where the speaker is located. And seeing as the speaker's in the front there,
Yeah.
do you think this mechanism might actually be totally separate to the mechanism for the neck?
I do, yeah.
So do you think it might be possible to separate the two by cutting the casing?
Or the mechanism itself might just, it looks like it might come out. This looks like there's a motor in here and some sort of gearbox, and it looks like the whole thing might come out.
Right, because I'm wanting to make a completely different body for this kitten, because these kittens have got a disproportionately large head, and I was thinking of making a more realistic body based on the Joy for All cat.
Right.
But to have a moving tail and a moving head, I would have to separate those two mechanisms.
Yeah.
I also find it interesting that they use this thick foam. Well, in the guinea pig project I've been working on, I've been using stuffing.
Yeah.
Which is messy.
It is more difficult to handle, isn't it?
Yeah. So this would be an alternative in a future guinea pig project. Especially, I like that, how if you're having a touch sensor, you can put it in between the foam and the fur.
The fur, yeah, that's right.
That's really, really nice, because in our next guinea pig project, we do want to have a touch sensor.
A touch sensor, yeah.
So Paul's measured the diameter of the piece of plastic in the tail.
Yeah, the nylon sort of strimmer line.
And it was 3 millimetres.
Yeah, 3 millimetres exactly.
And we've had a look on Amazon and we've found this nylon strimmer line, 3 millimetres.
So we should be able to fashion
15 metres for £5.90.
Bit more than we need.
You never know, it might come in handy.
Get a few tails out of that, won't you?
So we're going to order that. And you're quite confident that you'll be able to replace the tail with that?
Yeah, we've not seen how it connects into the gears. There must be some sort of shaped end to it.
But you're quite confident?
I'm confident we'll be able to shape it or fashion something, and also a ball for the end.
So in this leg, all you've got is 2 wires, because all that's in this leg is batteries, and that's it. And then in this leg, it's got a 3-position switch.
Yeah.
It's not just got the batteries in, it's got try me off and on. So, yeah, you've got a bunch of cables there, Paul.
Yeah.
So, it looks like that, because I want to have a different shaped body, and I don't want to put batteries in the legs.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be quite, well, reasonably simple to feed these wires into a battery box.
Yes.
And have that
Yeah.
battery box in the body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is the Joy for All cat. This is the sort of body shape I'm going to want to give this grey kitten. And because the head, you can see there, it really is huge for the body, isn't it?
It wants a much bigger body.
So yeah, I think if I can make a body based on marmalade here. Yeah, I think if I can make a body based on marmalade here.
Yeah.
And I can incorporate the mechanisms from this kitten in the way we said, so that the tail mechanism is where this cat's tail is, so it can move, and then the battery's going to be round about in the middle of the body, so it can still have nice slender legs.
Marmalade has much bigger torso, doesn't she?
And then in the neck we'll have the moving neck mechanism that this kitten's already got. But I won't be doing anything else on this kitten until the strimmer wire arrives.
Oh, the nylon line, so we can repair the tail mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to arrive on Saturday. So I won't be doing anything on this kitten until the strimmer line arrives, and then we'll see if we can fix the tail.
Right. Okay. Sounds good.
So we'll see if we can fix the tail first, and then I'll start working on the fur body, and we'll see what we can do with the workings of the grey kitten. Reorganising it. But that's it for this video, folks. We'll be joining you very soon, and hopefully fixing this little kitten's tail. And then I shall be working on my new project.
Excellent.
But that's it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching as always. And see you next time.